Hey folks, this is John here with one of our deacons, Jim Rogers, and Jim's lovely wife Becky. We're going to be doing a series on this Friday focus on a new thing we have going on called it's where our deacons take on certain families in the church to kind of nurture relationships. So kind of going to speak about that a little bit today. And first of all, we just want to get to know you guys, and so why don't you guys tell us a little bit about where you came from and how, maybe a little testimony, and how you ended up at First Baptist South Lebanon.
To get here at First Baptist South Lebanon is kind of a long story, but yeah, Becky and I, we celebrate our 40th wedding anniversary this coming summer.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Yeah.
Several years ago, we looked around the house and realized that we were empty nesters. We had 3 children. Our 2 sons had relocated to Phoenix for work, and our daughter was living in and around South Lebanon, Ohio. So we thought that it was probably in our best interest, if we wanted to be parts of their lives, to move somewhere close to at least one of them. So we found ourselves relocating to South Lebanon, Ohio, about 4 years ago. After getting here, we were looking around for a church, and First Baptist Church was in the community, and we visited and fell in love with it. So that was an easy decision to start attending First Baptist Church, and we found ourselves getting very involved from the very beginning. Just love the people, and that continues today. Just really love the people and the opportunity to worship here.
So you said you fell in love with it. What was like? Can you pinpoint like something like that attracted you, or something that kind of made you feel that way about it?
Everybody was super friendly. I think you agree with that. It was super friendly, easy to start relationships with. But the Word of God was preached every week. Every time we were in the building, it was Christ, and we really fell in love with that. Just being able to study and worship here and learn and grow.
Yeah, that's in the world that we're living in today. We need that. We need that as much as possible, combating, because it's not just political. I believe it's good and evil. All right, so you're a deacon here at the church. We obviously have been through some transition this last year. We're going to kind of take a look here at the end of some of the new remodeling we've done. You guys have done. Why don't we speak about that, like as being good stewards of the property? Tell us a little bit about what's been going on, inside the walls.
Yeah, inside the walls of the physical property, we looked around and imagined ourselves as guests for the first time. If we walk in through the doors, is it a welcoming place? And the people by far, absolutely. The people are amazing. But as we took a look at our entryway and our front door, really, it was old, it was outdated, and a bit neglected. So we thought a facelift right there at the first place where people see us, where we're shaking someone's hand for the first time. If we can upgrade that and make that a better experience, then that's going to be a positive impact on families and others that come here.
Sure.
So we've taken some of our Building for the Future dollars and used that to upgrade our foyer. It's a bright, inviting, open space that has new lighting, new flooring, new paint. We've got technical capabilities now where we can make announcements and upcoming events in the church more readily available through video. And we've also done some work in the sanctuary to improve our sound booth, our sound capabilities. Live stream. That's a big thing, because we know that there's an unlimited audience for those who, if we do a good presentation of our services through live stream and through some of our technology capabilities, there's no limit to the impact we can have in spreading the word of Christ.
And I think that speaks to what you said. The people, the church is the people, right? We all know that. Right. But I think it is important that, because I came from the old building across the street, and this is actually probably like, I think in the history of the church, it's like the 5th or 6th building. So if you go all the way back to the beginning. Right. So I think it's important to be a good steward and to keep it maintained. Yes. The Lord will want that. All right. So Pastor Jeremiah and I think Vic and you guys kind of got together and came up with the idea of each deacon having a family or a group of families. Speak on that of kind of what goes on and what we hope to accomplish that way.
Okay, yeah. Now the senior pastor Jeremiah, he's amazing. We're so excited to have him here. If it were possible, he would like to have that individual relationship with every family here, but it's simply not. The church is too large for those kinds of relationships. So the deacons and the pastor are working together so that we can begin to formulate those relationships, because that's really what it's about. We want to make sure that everyone in every family that has any kind of a need, whether it's spiritual or physical, that is just that needs cared for. So the best way we thought to address that is through what we call the Deacon Family Ministry. So we have 5 deacons right now, and we've divided fairly evenly the number of families in the church by those 5 and split that out. And that gives us a better ability to reach out to those families, to build relationships with those families, and understand needs at a much better pace. So there's less delay. We're still working with the senior pastor on any of those kinds of needs, but it gives us a way to connect, a way to build relationships with a subset of our membership.
Yeah, so we were talking about being a family of friends on mission for God, and that way I think that's nice because that'll help kind of weave all that together, having those deacons making those connections.
Right.
So that's good, yeah. Okay, and then then it may be redundant, but what would you? What's one attribute that you would think someone that's never been here before? What would you tell them about First Baptist that would make them attracted here?
I think we can point to the open friendliness of people, the accepting of visitors. Just the heart of people here is really genuine. And while being friendly, we're still constantly focused on the message of Jesus Christ. We don't never compromise that message. It's a great place to come worship, and you see that the minute you walk in the door.
Yeah. You feel the love.
Yeah.
Raised within these walls.
Yeah.
And we have to remember that these walls, this building, is God's building.
Right.
And we have to open the doors to bring anybody, whether they're older from generations to newer upcoming families. We need to bring everybody into God's house. Yes.
Everybody's welcome, right? Everybody. Not only is everybody welcome, everybody needs this.
Yes.
Right?
Come, let us welcome you.
And not to overlook you, Miss Becky, but you have a considerable role in ministry here. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I attend women's ministry, but I also run or am the Sunday school director.
Okay.
Is what they call me.
Okay.
I maintain the studies and the workbooks that go out to the classes once a quarter. I make sure that people that are teaching that won't be here have teachers for their class.
Yeah.
Right now I'm trying to recruit teachers for the younger group of kids.
Yeah.
Our younger group has went from, when we had the difficult time a year ago, we went from like 3 to 4 kids to now I believe we're in the 20s, and we're just needing more and more teachers. Where we had combined classes, now we need to split these classes.
Right.
So that's
What a great problem.
Absolutely. Our BBS is growing.
Yeah.
We have wonderful ladies back there in that department that actually run the VBS and the children's department, but I kind of oversee what goes on there.
Yeah.
Or if they need me for something.
Yep.
And I just support him with the deacons, if he needs my input or if he needs my thoughts on maybe women that are in his deacon
Yeah.
group, or the
Yeah.
wives that are, or the
Sure.
husbands of the deacon group, then we kind of work that together.
That's
Yes,
beautiful.
Yes.
And so we have Sunday school classes for our Bible studies, whatever you want to call them, for pretty much every age group.
Absolutely.
And we have, in the adults, we have mixed, and then we have like just men or
And then
just
we have a
women.
ladies that,
Yeah.
actually we have two ladies that are, one is more of a widows, older ladies. One is more, maybe empty nesters or college kid moms that, want just to be with the ladies.
Yeah.
We have two adult mixed classes, they're going senior classes.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of different age groups in there, you
Yeah.
know, from 30s up.
Right.
And then we have, I would say, yeah, we have young adult.
Yeah.
We, Jim teaches, right now we're on the Minor Prophets and Hosea. And we teach college kids through, I want to say, 35, 40.
Nice.
You know, young parents that have children. But then we also have within the church, I want to say maybe a new beginner, a new Christian. I feel that is Mr. Ray Berry teaches that class. They're more on new believers, the fundamentals that Christians need to begin.
Yeah.
They're,
Or people that have strayed.
Yes.
And
Or
because
people that's coming back.
yeah,
Yes.
because when I came back, it's been almost a dozen years now. When I first came back, that's where I landed, and it was a good spot to land.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, excellent. Well, hey, I really appreciate you guys getting with me today. So you guys are going to be the first in the series of 5, and that's just because you answered my text the quickest. All right, so we're going to sign off here. Once again, thanks to Jim and Becky.